Afternoon, everyone. To convert degree centigrade into Fahrenheit, we need one input or numeric control. Okay, here we are going to input the value of degree Celsius. Suppose 0 degree Celsius is right now. So this is 0 degree Celsius or 37 degree Celsius, that is human body temperature. And we need some numeric indicator to display the value. Okay, name of these blocks are numeric and numeric 2. Okay, so we can double click here and okay, so we can change any name, and as you can see that this block represents this one, so we are having both renamed at the same time. Okay, so whenever you are going to rename one, and this is best practice to rename blocks, because big programs, there are several blocks there, those are going to confuse you. And this one is Fahrenheit. Okay, so we have centigrade and Fahrenheit, but we have some operations going inside that. Okay, suppose if I want Kelvin also. Actually, I am inserting Kelvin because it will be much easier for you to understand. What is a relation between centigrade and Kelvin? That is just 273.15 or 273. Right now, I am going to use 273 offset between centigrade and Kelvin. So for 0 degree centigrade, the Kelvin is 273.15. To do any operation that is supposed to happen on the block diagram. That is very, very important, because sometimes you are going to search it on front panel. You are not going to find anything related to plus, minus, or any operation on front panel. Okay, these are the panes that are available, but right now we are confining ourselves to numeric only. So whenever you are going to add something, subtract something, like these are structures, we are not going to use it right now, but while loop is going to be used in most of the cases, because we need continuous processes. Okay, then array also we are going to see in other classes. And this is numeric. So this pane is responsible for all the numeric operations. Okay, so you can click again and again, right click again and again here, or just pin it. So right now I am going to drag and drop add. Look how simple it is. I am going to add. Look, we have this node, and let me delete it again. Okay, this plus button also has 3 nodes. First one is for first input x, second one is for y, and this is x plus y. So whenever you are going to take some input that is going to be from x or y, and output is going to be x and y. And this is very useful whenever you are going to use these kind of blocks where you don't know which one is going to subtract with which one. So x, y, and output is x minus. You can analyze any block using that, or these blocks can be analyzed using this question mark also. And this is also one of the most important thing that you should know, that whatever help you are going to use, because there are several blocks, these kind of blocks that you are not going to know. That means no, whenever you want to know anything about any specific block, just press help and click on the block. So it will show you output. And this is a simple block. Suppose we have this block. So this has compound arithmetic, means you can add n values into this using this block. So value 0, 1, 2, n minus 1, and this is output result. So that you can keep in mind that how to get help, that is going to be very useful for your LabVIEW programming. Okay, so right now we are going to give x from centigrade, Okay, and again, sometimes you won't be able to draw a wire from the node. That is because your mouse pointer is not converted to wire bundle. You just have to adjust your mouse pointer so that you can see this wire bundle. So right now, this is centigrade. Centigrade we have got from here, and this is the output we want to get. So look, this is also one of the very important thing, that whenever your program is having some error, it is going to show you broken arrow, and that broken arrow represents error. And whenever you click here, you can see that block diagram error contains unwired or bad terminal. Why? Because we have not wired this terminal. This is also supposed to be an error, but right now it's not going to be an error because this is a separate block. But yes, whatever operation is supposed to happen right now, it's supposed to add something to this centigrade value. So this terminal should not remain open. Okay. So we need 273 point, again, we need numeric control. Why? Because numeric control are going to provide you input. Okay, so I am going to add this into, right now you can see that this arrow is now repaired, and this is offset right now, degree K, offset, and this is degree K offset. So right now we are going to add 273.15 degree number. This is offset from centigrade to Kelvin. So if I run it once, it shows that our centigrade value from 37 degree centigrade is in Kelvin 310.15. Okay, so this is a simple addition operation. We could have done some addition operation separately also, but right now we are using it in a real environment, means something useful. So I have used it because you can understand what are the use of these kind of VIs. Because whenever you are going to use any program, any software, you should know that what you are going to do it for. Okay, now we have converted this degree Celsius into degree K. Okay, and now if I want to convert centigrade into Fahrenheit, so formula is, yes, you can take some notes or type anything also on your front panel, like that is label on your front panel. This is also a label, but yes, you can put some warning or something else. So right now I am just putting the formula F equals to C into 9/5 plus 32. Yes, I guess this one is the formula. So to create this formula, what we are going to do, first of all, we have C, this centigrade value. So we are going to multiply it with 9/5. Okay. So for that, we need one input 9, one input 5, and one input 32. So we need 3 inputs, again, numeric inputs. Okay. Just to remember, we can rename it also. Right now, I'm not going to rename it. So we need, we have inputs 9 and 5. So we need one operation that is going to divide 9 to 5. So that is a divide. Okay. So I have connected this node to 9, and you can see x divided by y. So I am going to connect. Now it is 9, and second numeric 2 is 5. Okay, one more thing. if you have like you have several input nodes and sometimes you misplace it somewhere else, and that is not going to change their position in the front panel because front panel is aligned with according to front panel only. So whatever the blocks are there, that will remain in block diagram, but that they won't be as at the same position where it is in the front panel. So you can keep that in mind. That is very important. So whenever you need to find it, you can find it using numeric 3 also, that name also, but you can double click here. And look, whenever I am double clicking here, it is going to highlight this numeric 3. So right now I am keeping it here. Okay, so 9 is here, 9 divided by 5. Okay, and we have done this part. 9 divided by 5 in we have to multiply it with degree Celsius value. Again, let's right click here. Okay, and let's take one multiplication operation. And yes, you can take any number of branches from any wire. So right now I am going to take branch from this wire, and that will draw a branch only if the mouse pointer is now converted into wire bundle. Okay, sometimes if I want to use wire bundle wire from here, it won't do anything. It will just rearrange this wire. But if I want to draw a wire out of it, I'll have to be in the wire bundle mode. Okay, and for that I'll have to adjust my mouse pointer. Okay, right now it's connected, and you can see that there is a node that is created. Okay, so right now it's x into y we have to do. So till now what we did c into 9 by 5, 9 by 5 into c. That is what we have done so far. Okay, now we need Fahrenheit offset. Okay, there is one more thing. There are several blocks you need to be similar. So whenever you want that, you can just press Control and drag them. Like this is degree K offset. I am pressing it, degree F offset. So now this is degree F offset, and that should be 32 because in our formula we have 32. Okay, so okay, I have created one copy, and you can see that I have created this copy degree F offset, and earlier I was intended to use this numeric 3, but right now I already have this degree F offset. Actually I dragged it to show you that how you can copy any block, but right now I don't need this numeric 3, so I am going to delete it, and whenever I delete it from here, it is going to delete this one from here also. Okay, so I have degree F offset, and again I need plus, so I have pressed Control and dragged it here. That will save your time, right? Like clicking here, then clicking here, then clicking here. So if you have that block already exist in your block diagram, you can just press Control and drag and drop. Okay, so I have connected it from X, and this is degree Fahrenheit offset, and obviously it is not going to be 273 and 0.15 because it is 32 degrees Celsius. So I am going to do make it 32 and connect it. Okay, I again wanted to know that you people are getting it or not, or you are having any questions. So whenever any one of you have any question, just unmute yourself for a while and just press say sir or anything. Just let me know that you are getting it. Anyone just tell me, have you got it so far?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
That is very much helpful. Okay, and now I am going to connect it. So what we have done, if I delete it, right, for an example, we have deleted it. So to convert degree Celsius into Fahrenheit, what we have done, we have taken 9 by 5, that is formula, 9 by 5 plus 32. So this is 9 by 5 into degree Celsius plus 32, and that should be output. Okay, and let's see what is the output right now. And let me remove it from here also. So these are our outputs in Kelvin and Fahrenheit. Okay, so this is our block diagram, full block diagram. And yes, now whenever we change anything, like we know that at minus 40 degrees Celsius, Fahrenheit and centigrade are equal. So right now I'm going to change minus 40 and check that our program works for that also or not. We can see that for minus 40 degrees Celsius, Fahrenheit is again minus 40. So we can assume that our program is working properly. Whenever we are going to create a program, we just need this centigrade value and these Kelvin values. So we are not going to change these values again and again. So what we can do, we can convert these into static values so that it won't be visible on the front panel, so that your front panel won't look messy or anything. So for that, you can right click on the block diagram. Okay, that is very much important. On the block diagram, right click here and change it to constant, because we are not going to change it again and again. So we are going to change it to constant. And whenever you press change to constant, just see that this degree K offset, where is degree K offset? This degree K offset is going to disappear from here, because that is going to be become a constant, and we are not going to change it, so we don't need it on the front panel. So whatever constant is there, it is going to get converted into block diagram only, and it won't show up on the front panel. So we are going to change it to constant. Okay, so this is now constant. We can change its value from block diagram only. Right now we don't need it from the on the front panel. So centigrade value we need it here, and everything else we need as a constant. Okay, so right now we have these values in output, and this is input, and our program still works. Again, for 0 degrees Celsius, this is 273.15, and this is 32 degrees Celsius.